Hello and welcome to Tools to Create a Better Life with myself, Glenyce Hughes. Thank you so much for listening or watching in, however it is that you are joining me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, if you're watching this on a video, you will see the beautiful Niagara Falls behind me. Oh my gosh. So that's where hubby and I went in October of 2020 for our, I have to think for a moment, 23rd wedding anniversary, I believe. Yeah, we were married in 1997. So our 23rd wedding anniversary, we fulfilled one of my places that was on my bucket list, Niagara Falls. Now, it's kind of funny to think about that because I'm Canadian and Niagara Falls are in Canada, and I'd never been there before. And I've always wanted to go. So thanks to COVID, I was happy to go because there were so few people there. It's been one of the things that has kept me away is the amount of people that can get there. And so it was such an amazing trip. Plus I got to hang out with my friend Crystal Crawford for a while. We did some classes, all the things. And hubby bought me this picture and then got it framed for me. And now it is in our bedroom, which is where I am talking to you from. Because how does it get any more beautiful than this photo? Oh my gosh. So there we go. Anyway, what do I want to talk to you about today? Immortal soul or infinite being? Yes. I know, guys, this is a big topic, and I'm just going to kind of tip your toes in to a whole other possibility. It's something that we talk about a lot in foundation class. So hashtag get your butt to foundation. Depending on when you're watching this, I have an online foundation coming up December 27th to 31st, 2020, that you can join from anywhere around the world. Beyond that, of course, I have my usual pool party foundation in July of 2021. And I also have a bars and foundation in Strathmore, Alberta in April 2021. And there will be more added along the way also. So here we are, immortal soul or infinite being. So this is something that really woke me up personally, because I really live from the place that we are all immortal souls, which means when this body dies, then I will have a choice to come back, and then I'm going to choose to come back to family and friends that I have unfinished business with. So usually it's not so fun. They're not, always great relationships and just all the crazy. So this came out, I think I'm going to guess around 2015, and Gary and Dane from Access Consciousness were facilitating a class, and I actually believe it was one of the foundation rewrites. So they do a rewrite class each year. And this topic came up where, yes, each one of us has the choice to be an infinite being or to operate from a mortal soul. And at first I was like, no, no, that can't be. A mortal soul, I had just bought that as that was the only way to be. That was it. And it's not. So for me, when they talked about it, even though I had my resistance, I got how true it was. It was so light for me. So if it doesn't feel light and expansive to you, then it's not true for you. That's totally cool. But for me, the more they spoke about it in the class, the more I really got how I actually have the choice to operate from infinite being, which means I have a choice. When this body and I are done, then I can choose to come back to planet Earth or not. I can choose to come back to a whole different people than if I was operating from a mortal soul. Because in a mortal soul, we come back to people that we have oaths and vows with. We come back to all the crazy. But if I'm choosing from infinite being, it means I have infinite choice, which means I can come to Earth on my terms. I can orchestrate a whole bunch of people and connections and family and friends and all the things that would actually create the future I desire. Yeah, right? I know. So how does it get any better than that? And what else is possible that I've never even considered. Yeah, and so you can just ask yourself, so truth, what will create more for you? Choosing immortal soul, choosing infinite being. And which one for you is more expansive? Which one for you is lighter? Yeah, I know for me it's infinite being. It's such an expansive energy. As an infinite being, I have infinite choice. I'm aware of infinite possibilities. I can create or be or do or have or generate anything. But as an immortal soul, I can only create and be and do and have to the degree that I've previously set up, or that I have, with other people, or oaths and vows, or all the crazy. Yeah. So which one is going to allow, or not allow us, but which one will be the energy of creating the future you desire, the future you've always known as possible? Yeah. Now, the one thing that I found, even though it was like, no, I'm choosing to be infinite being, I don't always choose it. So yes, it's a choice I'm aware that I have. It's a choice that I choose now way more than ever before. And it's still not necessarily the 110% of the time choice I have. So then what that means is there's still going to be times where you require to clear oaths and vows. So even though you might say, no, I'm choosing infinite being, and you're choosing towards it, and you're choosing towards it, there might be a situation or a person or a country or something where you don't have choice, or you always have it, but you might not perceive it to the degree that you know you should. That's when you might want to ask, truth, do I have oaths and vows here? If you do, cool, don't judge yourself for not choosing infinite being in that area. Clear them and then choose infinite being. So the clearing with oaths and vows, all the oath, vows, commitments, contracts, promises, obligations, communities, fealties that I have to this or this person from any level, layer, lifetime, universe, reality, and anywhere I haven't mentioned, I revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, reclaim, destroy, and uncreate them all. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. I know it's a lot of words, my sweet friends. It's a lot of words, and it will create so much more ease for you. If you are willing to acknowledge when they're there, ask a question, clear them, but then also what energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can you and your body be to be the infinite being that you truly be? Anything that doesn't allow that to show up as if by magic, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, POC, shorts, boys, meons. And I forgot to mention, that's the clearing statement. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, POC, shorts, boys, meons. So if you're wondering how it works, you can go to theclearingstatement.com for more information. It's like a magic wand, and it just starts to clear away all of the energies that that you've maybe held in place and keeping things alive. Because really, like, man, get a sense of what your life and living would be like if you were willing to be the infinite being you truly be. Right? Like, what else might be possible if you were being the infinite being you truly be? Yeah. What else could you have, be, do, create, actualize if you were willing to be the infinite being you truly be? Yeah. Now, choosing to be an infinite being, choice to me is a verb. So if you are going to choose something, it's a continuous thing. Choice is every 10 seconds. So it's not like you go, okay, I'm going to be an infinite being, and then you spend the rest of the day operating like an immortal soul. That's not choice. Choice is every 10 seconds. So this goes back to kind of what I was talking about before, where you're willing to acknowledge what is, where you're willing to go, wow, okay, right now I'm not choosing infinite being. I'm actually choosing immortal soul. So be honest with yourself, clear whatever you might need to clear in that moment, and then choose again to be an infinite being. And one of the ways that I love, love, love to choose something, or what I sometimes call choose toward something, is that 𝐸𝐡𝐶𝐭 question. It's so long now. It used to be just what energy, space, consciousness can my body and I be, blah, blah, blah. Now it's changed, and I'm grateful that it changed, but it's very long now. But that, to me, when I ask that question, that's when so much more is possible, because it opens me up to it. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can my body and I be? To be the blank I truly be. So in this case, to be the infinite being I truly be. You're basically opening the door wide open for you to be it. It allows you to choose it with more ease just by asking that question. And those questions I use probably more than anything else at this point in terms of asking for something, because it also acknowledges that I'm the creator. So I'm asking, what energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can I be? And often I'll say my body and I be, so my body and I together. What can we be? To be, in this case, the infinite being we truly be. Anything that doesn't allow that to show up as if by magic, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, potok, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Yeah, because man, if you are willing to be, just get the sense of that, like the energy, the space, the consciousness, the choice, the magic, the miracles, the mysteries, and the possibilities. Oh my gosh. That's all of you, sweet friend. That's all of you. You get to be you. And this question is a great way to remind you that you be those things. This is not brand new. This is who you be, possibly who you forgot to be, but it's actually who you be. Now, when this first came out in that class 4 or 5 years ago, I will tell you what, I really, again with my resistance of no, of course I'm an immortal soul, we all are, that, but I also had a lot of resistance to clearing it, or to choosing to be the infinite being I truly be, because in my head where I went to initially was, well, if I'm not an immortal soul, then the family and friends I do care about, they'll just be gone. I mean, it's so funny to think of now, but that was where my head went. I was like, no, I need to be a part of that. I need to be with that, like all the crazy. And then realized, as the class progressed, that if the family and friends that were going to create more, and that we were going to co-create more together next time around, then I get to choose them. I get to choose them. So it's not a case of, clearing the lies of being an immortal soul means you have nobody left in your world, and maybe it will. I mean, what else is possible? But you get to choose and create and actualize even more as an infinite being. Or as an infinite being, you could choose to bring some of them, into the next life with you that maybe you don't feel is so fun. So really, if you look at that, like as an infinite being, you have infinite choice. You have an awareness of infinite possibilities. You have infinite awareness. You truly have access to it all. And so if you're thinking by letting go of your immortal soul, like I was, that you're going to lose something, or something will be less than, or it won't be what you'd like it to be, or all that crazy, that's just the reasons and justifications not to choose greater. And it doesn't mean you have to. You can be totally like, no, I'm going to stick with immortal soul. That's totally fine. There isn't a right way or a wrong way with this, guys. There's just where you want to be aware of what's actually possible. what you can actually choose, what is available to you that maybe you never, ever, ever imagined. Yeah. One of the things in classes when people talk about somebody in their life that is driving them crazy or has drove them crazy in the past, or that they're struggling with, the question that I'll often ask them is, truth, in this lifetime, whose turn is it to kill who? Your turn to kill them or their turn to kill you? Now, I know that sounds dramatic, but often when we have a kind of a I really, really, really hate them, or I really, really, really love them. We have something like an extreme like that with someone. There is some sort of a, it's my turn to kill them. And so for many years, as an immortal soul, what would occur is you would come to a certain life with somebody that last time, let's say they killed you. So this life, the reason you chose to come back into their family or as a friend or whatever was because it's your turn to kill them. And then the next life, it's their turn to kill you, and it just swaps back and forth. And so not so common anymore to actually physically kill people, but that energy is still there. And so we have this kind of fight with somebody, or we love them, but we hate them, or we hate them and we're supposed to love them, or there's this fight, or all the things. Just ask yourself, truth is it my turn to kill them this lifetime or their turn to kill me? Now, here's the thing. It doesn't matter what you get. All you need to do is clear it. So it's not about phoning them up and saying, hey, just so you know, it's your turn to kill me this time. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is just for you, just for fun. Never tell anyone. And so then once you get the sense of, let's say it's your turn to kill them, then you just go, everything that is, I destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, puck, shorts, boys, meows. So you clear the energy of it. You clear the repeatedness of it. And then go into the, what 𝐸𝐸SCCMMP can my body and I be to be the infinite being I truly be. Anything that doesn't allow that to show up as if by magic, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, puck, shorts, boys, meows. So that you can actually have that space of being an infinite being with them and recognizing that immortal soul is just a choice. Oaths and vows are just a choice. All that crazy karma, all of that, it's just a choice. What would you like to choose? What could you choose now that wasn't available before? Yeah, and it just starts to shift it and to change it and gives you way more space, gives you way more possibilities and way more choice. Now, one of the things to be aware of is that often people utilize the trauma drama with other people as a way to entertain themselves, as a way to fill up space. So be aware of that too. Sometimes it's not, it's not about oaths and vows or killing and nothing. It's just that maybe you're a little bit bored. And when we're a little bit bored, oh boy, do we ever create crazy. And so you can also check in with yourself with that too and just be like, okay, so, what can I add to my life today to change this crazy right away? Or whatever you might want to ask within that, but just have it be something that's way more possible and way more of a contribution than trauma drama with other people, because that will definitely entertain you. It'll definitely keep you busy, especially if you then pull other people in. Oh my gosh, now we can sit down and talk for days with our friends about how horrible that person is. Oh my gosh. Truly, what else is possible beyond that insanity? Best question in that situation, what can I add to my life today to change this right away? And not that there's like a best or a worst question, but you get the idea of what I'm saying. So that you can continue to choose to be the infinite being you truly be, can continue to ask questions, you can continue to be you, you can continue to become aware of all of the possibilities and all of the magic that you as an infinite being truly be. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, my sweet friends. I am so incredibly grateful for you. Have an awesome week, and I look forward to chatting again with you soon.